So in this video, we are going to talk about confidence in high-level prospect meetings when you are going to ask for something. If you're going to be asking for the sale, if you're going to be asking to meet the decision maker, if you're going to be asking someone when they're going to be talking to the decision maker, when you're going to be asking for commitment. So whether or not your prospect is chasing you, you first of all need to be cool and stand your ground, stand tall. Know that everyone has their own agenda. So you need to be having a psychological approach for yourself, for what you want, and you need to then be having a psychological approach for your prospect. And I have 4 tips here for you on how to do this. Number 1, opening phrases must sit. Write out some opening phrases. And when you're giving your phrases, end them with a hard kind of consonant sound like yes. Do not be fluffy. You need to be serious before the sale. You can have balloons and pom-poms after the sale. Tip number 2, you take the lead. If you do not take the lead, they will. Everyone has their own agenda. Tip number 3, come very, very prepared. Then you can be agile because we're humans, we're not robots. You don't know what's going to come up in the conversation where you're preparing yourself to go into battle where actually you've built a lot of things in your head and you've mistaken what's actually going on. And then it's actually going to be a very amicable discussion. And if you're not prepared, then you cannot be agile. And this is why I love processes and scripts. It keeps you moving and following procedure rather than getting caught up in a moment. And when you have practiced being impassive, like a lighthouse, then you remove the emotion from this. You must remove the emotion from this. You must be prepared to walk away. If you chase, they will be repelled. If you back off, they will come to you. You have to use phrases like, well, if you're not committed to selling the company this year, well, if you're not committed to a successful integration, it is all psychology. Do not behave in a way that is not strategic. Final tip here, sit in a position of power when you're in the room, with your back against a wall, or sit with your back against a window so that they cannot see your eyes as well. Sit kind of in shadow so that it masks your face, particularly, for example, if you become flushed when you're stressed. Think about interrogations in movies. Like the interrogator always has a flashlight and they are in the dark. You can't see their face. And sit so you can see the door, especially if there are several in the room. You want to quickly see who is the boss and who is the leader. So sit powerfully. Use whole hand pointing. Hold a tablet or a notepad at an angle so they cannot see your notes. Now look, I would love to hear your number 1 tip for being bold and confident when you are going to ask for something from a high-level person. Mary Rose Hoya here from Expert Profit Engine. Have an excellent sales day.